The twin moons of Sci-Fi-HiTales shone brightly as Aaron and Silva stood before the High Council, their glowing violet eyes filled with apprehension. The elders of their planet had found them guilty of defying the sacred traditions, daring to question their rigid, emotionless ways. As punishment, they were to be exiled to a primitive world, one where they would be forced to live among lesser beings. The planet was called Earth. With heavy hearts, the two young Xiphorians stepped into the teleportation beam, their shimmering blue skin flickering in the harsh light. The next moment, they found themselves standing in the middle of a vast, bustling human city. Towering buildings surrounded them, lights flashing in every direction. The air was thick with the sense of unfamiliar food and the sounds of laughter, music, and life. "We should remain unnoticed," Aaron whispered, adjusting her holographic disguise. Their forms shimmered briefly before they took on the appearance of ordinary human girls, one with dark brown hair, the other with auburn waves. As they wandered through the city, a wave of strange emotions washed over them. Xiphorians were not meant to feel, but this planet was different. The people here felt everything so intensely, and as Aaron and Silva observed them, something deep inside them began to stir. Their journey led them to a quaint coffee shop, the scent of roasted beans drawing them in. It was there they met her, Lena. She was a barista with an infectious smile, her green eyes filled with curiosity as she handed Silva a steaming cup of cappuccino. "You two new around here?" Lena asked, leaning against the counter. Silva hesitated, glancing at Aaron. "You could say that." Lena chuckled. "Well, welcome to the city. If you need a guide, I'd be happy to help." Aaron should have declined, but something in Lena's warm expression made her say, "That would be nice." And so it began. Days turned into weeks, and soon, Aaron and Silva found themselves entangled in human life in ways they never expected. Lena introduced them to music, to dance, to the thrill of racing along the beach as the sun set in a cascade of colors. With her, they learned about laughter, about joy, and, most unexpectedly, about love. For Silva, it was Lena's kindness, the way she always listened and understood, that pulled her in. For Aaron, it was another human, Daniel, a painter with ink-stained fingers and a soul that spoke through his art. He saw beauty in everything, even in the parts of themselves Aaron and Silva had always been taught to suppress. One evening, under a sky littered with stars, Lena took Silva's hand. "You're different," she whispered. "I don't know why, but I feel like you're hiding something." Silva's heart pounded. She could not lie, not to Lena. "I am different," she admitted, "but not in a way that should scare you." Lena studied her, then smiled. "I don't think anything about you could scare me." Aaron faced a similar moment with Daniel as he traced patterns on her palm, eyes searching hers. "You seem like you've come from another world." Aaron chuckled softly. "You have no idea." Their bonds deepened, and with each passing day, Aaron and Silva feared the inevitable. They were meant to return home. The High Council would come for them soon, and their emotions, their love, would be stripped away. The night the sky cracked open with a beam of silver light, Silva and Aaron knew their time had run out. They had to leave or face severe consequences. But as they turned to say goodbye, they realized something. They couldn't. Love had changed them. Earth had changed them. They were no longer the obedient Xiphorians they had once been. Instead of running to the beam, they stood their ground. "We choose to stay," Aaron declared, her voice echoing with defiance. The council's enforcers descended, their forms shimmering, but before they could act, something miraculous happened. Lena and Daniel stepped forward, taking Aaron and Silva's hands. A surge of warmth spread through them, stronger than any force the council wielded. Xiphorian technology was no match for human love. The enforcers hesitated, sensing the irreversible change in the two exiles. They could no longer be controlled, no longer be erased. With a final glance, the enforcers vanished into the night, leaving Aaron and Silva behind. They were free. As dawn broke, Aaron and Silva stood hand in hand with their humans, gazing at a new horizon. Earth was no longer a punishment, it was home.